The Swiss village of Blatten has been partially destroyed after a huge chunk of glacier crashed down into the valley. Although the village had been evacuated some days ago because of fears the Birch Glacier was disintegrating, one person has been reported missing and many homes have been completely flattened. Blatten's mayor, Matthias Bellwald, said the unimaginable has happened, but promised the village still had a future. Local authorities have requested support from the Swiss Army's Disaster Relief Unit, and members of the Swiss government are on their way to the scene. The disaster that has befallen Blatten is the worst nightmare for communities across the Alps. The village's 300 inhabitants had to leave their homes on 19 May after geologists monitoring the area warned that the glacier appeared unstable. Now, many of them may never be able to return. Appearing to fight back tears, Bellwald said, "We have lost our village, but not our heart. We will support each other and console each other. After a long night, it will be morning again." The Swiss government has already promised funding to make sure residents can stay, if not in the village itself, at least in the locality. However, Rafael Mayores, head of the Regional Office for Natural Hazards, warned that further evacuations in the areas close to Blatten might be necessary. Climate change is causing the glaciers, frozen rivers of ice, to melt faster and faster, and the permafrost, often described as the glue that holds the high mountains together, is also thawing. Drone footage showed a large section of the Birch Glacier collapsing at about 1430 BST on Wednesday. The avalanche of mud that swept over Blatten sounded like a deafening roar as it swept down into the valley, leaving an enormous cloud of dust. Glaciologists monitoring the thaw have warned for years that some alpine towns and villages could be at risk, and Blatten is not even the first to be evacuated. In eastern Switzerland, residents of the village of Brienz were evacuated 2 years ago because the mountainside above them was crumbling. Since then, they have only been permitted to return for short periods. In 2017, 8 hikers were killed and many homes destroyed when the biggest landslide in over a century came down close to the village of Bondo. The most recent report into the condition of Switzerland's glaciers suggested they could all be gone within a century if global temperatures could not be kept within a rise of 1.5 C above pre-industrial levels, agreed 10 years ago by almost 200 countries under the Paris Climate Accord. Many climate scientists suggest that target has already been missed, meaning the glacier thaw will continue to accelerate, increasing the risk of flooding and landslides and threatening more communities like Blatten.